Hello everyone, it is Rory at that Eurovision site here. We are continuing on our reactions to the Eurovision 2025 national selection season, and things are just going non-stop, aren't they? In this video, we're going to be checking out some of the songs that are going to be competing in Serbia's national selection, Pesma za Evroviziju. Yeah, let's get straight into it. So this selection for me, it's very much hit or miss. Usually I'm not one of a fan of this kind of uh selection. I think there's far too many songs that usually get selected into this. So again, 30 songs this time around, it seems like it's a little bit dramatic, but hey, I mean, clearly there is a lot of support and a lot of people see this as an opportunity to showcase their music. So I mean, yeah, I mean, why not? Why not use Eurovision as an opportunity to launch your career or to promote a new song or anything like that? So, yeah, I'm intrigued. Last year for Serbia, I think I was a little bit meh on. I think Ramonda was okay. Teodora was a lovely woman, but um, nothing will ever be as hilarious as when we got invited to her sort of press event in Malmö, and then we ended up discovering that it was actually her birthday party, and she ended up like smashing a few glasses on the floor and dancing and like just performing and just having a great time. So yeah, the Serbians know how to party, I will tell you that much. But yeah, so I have no particular idea of who is competing in this. I know a couple of songs that are quite popular. I haven't heard them yet, so I'm going in with blind reactions. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see what comes up. So let's get straight into it. So the first song that we're going to be checking out today is by the artist Tam, and the song that they are singing is Durum Durum. Very inspiring name, to say the least. I have no idea what this sounds like. I'm intrigued to get stuck into Serbia's music. Maybe they might deliver us with a banger this year. Fingers crossed. You never know. Let's have a look. Ooh, quite an interesting opening. Very atmospheric and ethereal. Woo! This kind of dark, mysterious feel. It's quite nice actually. Okay, okay. I like this kind of modern feel, but with a little bit of an ethnic vibe. We're getting into like an ethno electronic banger here. I kind of want this breakdown to be a little bit like more impactful. I kind of want it to be a bit more like hard hitting, you know what I mean? But I think maybe they'll save that for later in the song. We'll see. Yeah, it's got this really dark kind of feel to it. This really relies on very dark staging, but like I can see a lot of like kind of lasers, a little bit of like strobe lights on this, and with this kind of little folk breakdown, or this like kind of vocal breakdown bit with a lot of these drums. I can see this kind of playing into folk, but also like LED kind of stuff. It's getting a little bit repetitive though with the amount of durum durum. I kind of want something else that's a little bit stronger with this, like more lyrical content. Oh. I was thinking there was going to be a little bit more of one last verse before a chorus or something like that. Which, to be honest, it's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so they could, if they really wanted to, they could extend it and add an extra little breakdown and then one last verse chorus, and that would perfectly round that out. But that was a really good start. That was a really nice. I liked sort of the ethnic feel to it. I think the electronic style of things was really, really good. So yeah, that's actually a really good start. Well done, Serbia. Actually might be a good song from the get-go, which I'm pretty happy about. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by Oxajo. Oxajo, I hope that's the right way of saying it. And the song is called Mama, or Ma, because it's the capital M's, small A's, so Mama. I don't know, maybe they're trying to go for like some weird Mandarin kind of style of thing. I don't know. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's see how this goes. Three vastly different looking people that are a part of this band, first off. Kind of like a synth pop rock feel as a nice little intro. Good start. Can't really hear the vocals that much. Okay, now we're a bit better. It's kind of a nice little easy listening mid-tempo ballad kind of thing going on. A rock ballad. I have to say, like, it's nice to listen to, but there isn't a lot to keep you there. It's nice to have on in the background, but it wouldn't be one that I would immediately be focusing in, being like, yes, this song is really good. Or like, I need to pay attention to it. The instrumental of this, though, is really, really nice. I think it's like, if this was just an instrumental, I could definitely hear this on like a road trip kind of thing, you know what I mean? So, but for Eurovision, it's not impactful. It's not got like a catchy hook to kind of keep you there, you know? Like, if this was just an instrumental without the vocals, I think, not to be a twat, but like, yeah. As, like, the music-wise, that went by really quickly. But I kind of wanted it to just be more of an instrumental than it actually was. I think if it was just an instrumental, I would like it a lot more. I think the vocals don't really lend themselves well to what the song is trying to do. But then again, I also don't know what the song is about, so obviously I have zero clue. So again, if you have any idea on what the song is about, please do let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, it wasn't the most immediate impression for me, to be honest. But you know, instrumental wise, music wise, it's really, really good. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by AltCtrl, and the song is called Mamurna Jutra. Jutra, I know, is morning or day, as far as I know. But I think it's more morning, I think. So again, no real idea. These guys look kind of fun, so let's have a little look and see if they're gonna give us something interesting. Kind of like in this kind of red and white look that they've got going on. Ooh, it's very faded vocal. It's very like dreamy to start off with. Again, this is something that I can see, like, if I'm driving in the middle of the night, you know, just like having something on in the background. I'm going fast on the motorway, you know. I can see it kind of like weaving through the traffic, you know. But again, I think this would really benefit from having a more explosive chorus immediately off the first listen. I kind of want the guitars to be heavier here and more present within the mixing. Oh, okay, so a little bit of a trap breakdown here. As is always the way with most of the songs that are in this goddamn selection, or within this year in general, actually. It's very atmospheric. And you could definitely hear it, you know, more on the radio and in a club and things like that. But for Eurovision, I'm not sure. Like, I want it to be a bit more, like, explosive, and it's not really got an explosive feel to it. It's pleasant to listen to, though. Okay. Again, not a bad song from AltCtrl here, but, like, I'm still not fully won over by it. I think there's good elements within that, but I think if it was to get chosen for Eurovision, it would need to have a bit more of a revamp, just to like really heighten some of those elements, just to really make it a bit more like oomph on stage. And of course, this will rely a lot on staging, because if he's just sat there or stood there in front of a microphone just singing, well, there's like, he guys go there or does that, or like, you know, it's a song that demands movement, and if you're not giving movement, then you can move off. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there is potential within that one, so it's not horrendously bad. So far so good. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by Gifts and Roses, which is immediately an interesting name, especially as when I'm recording this, we are just a couple of days from Valentine's Day. So if you've got a loved one, give them gifts and roses. I know I have already, so yeah, and they are singing their song Do kraja vremena, um, to the sky, I believe. Something like that. Um, again, my Serbian is incredibly rusty. I'm only just getting my head around Croatian, so yeah, who knows? But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what these ones have on offer. So let's just get straight into it. That's a lot of necklace like stuff there. You know what I mean? The immediate first impression I'm getting from this is that these ones are like the Scissor Sisters of Serbia, where it's very obvious that there's like it's one person's project and that these ones are just here for fun. If that's the chorus, I need a lot more from that. Oh, a key change. Okay. This could be like the Frederick's Dead of Serbia. And I mean that derogatorily. This falsetto is really, really good. Especially given the sound of the song. Okay, back to the normal key, that's good. I just don't know whether or not this would really appeal to a wider audience. I can just see it kind of being a mid-tempo rock ballad with this kind of sultry feel. I just don't know whether or not this would really appeal to anyone. Oh, a trumpet. Okay. A little something interesting here. This kind of breakdown sounds quite nice, I have to say. It kind of looks a little bit like Vaidotas from The Roop, actually. Okay. Really not something that I would really listen to be honest, this song. I think it's a little bit too alienating for Eurovision. I think it's a little bit like not a lot of people would pick up the phone for something like this. Even if it's got really interesting staging, but like I think song-wise it's a little bit it's all style, no substance. There's nothing to pull you in, there's nothing there to keep you there. The falsetto is really nice and it's very obvious that he's very good at it, but I just don't think a falsetto is going to be enough to kind of carry you to Eurovision and win, let alone just get there. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I would be concerned if Serbia sent that. But obviously it's their choice. If they want to send it, they can send it. So my hands are washed. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by Vukayla, I'm gonna say, with the song Mask. And from this picture, immediately she's not looking like she's messing around. She's looking very serious. So I'm expecting like depth in this one because it sounds quite interesting. And Mask is quite like, well, all encompassing. So I don't know. There might be something in here. So let's have another look. She really does just look like Crash. Okay, so we're gonna go trap for this. At least it's contemporary. Already a good start. Ooh, and a bit in Serbian. Okay, so blending English and Serbian, that's nice. Okay, we're building again. The way that this is structured is throwing me off, I have to say. Okay, right, something a little bit stronger now in this chorus, that's better. If the chorus is nice, but this isn't... It's so hard to follow. And I think this style of sound, which is obviously quite current in terms of normal music, it's not a good fit for Eurovision because it's more for a Spotify audience more so than it is for like an actual performance, like a grand sort of bombastic performance that Eurovision deserves. I like this beat in the chorus, that's quite nice, but is that the only saving grace? Okay, I like this kind of chorus bit quite a bit at the end. But overall, that arrangement was quite messy, I feel. Yeah, I don't know if I would really want to have something like that go to Eurovision. I think it's very mishmashed, and sometimes mishmash doesn't always work well. You know, it has a contemporary feel to it, and she has a very like modern sounding voice. You can hear that in her timbre, for lack of a better word. But I don't know if that would be something that people would respond to. But I'm open to being wrong about that. So I'm sure she'll probably pull it out the bag when it comes to staging. Serbia is usually very good when it comes to staging, even within Pesma. So yeah, why not? I'm open to being proven wrong on that one. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by Sedlar, and the song that he is singing is Ochi boje zemlje. Ochi I know is eyes. Zemlje is earth. Eyes look at the earth. This is just going to be a whole thing of me trying to guess what the fuck Serbian is. I'm just having a terrible time at it. We'll have a go. Look, this is what Eurovision is for. So yeah, let's have a little look at Sedlar and see what he's got then. Oh, folk. Finally, something nice. God, I want to have a go on that flute. Nice voice. Ooh, it's a slow feel. Ooh, oh, this is nice. This is very meditative. It also feels quite light. Ooh, the little synth beat coming in here. This very low electronic sound. It's quite jazzy in its arrangement, I feel like, actually. Oh, I like this. It's a very understated delivery. I think that's quite nice. Oh, there's a beat coming. Where are we going with this? Yeah, we're getting the guitars in here. And then all of a sudden it goes. Okay. I'm a little bit confused why they added those extra instruments very quietly and then they just completely removed them for the chorus. I mean, full cards on the table, this is definitely not going to go to Eurovision, but it's nice to have in the selection. This, like, flute is so good. That ending was just really, really nice and just made you feel nice and warm and cozy, you know? Do you know what? I actually quite enjoyed that. I think the one thing that really threw me off is just that those kind of adding of the trap beat and the hi-hats and the guitar in the middle of that. I think if they completely scrap that, I think stay within this little world that you've got going on, and that would be really, really nice, you know? It's going for quite an understated vibe, so why change that, you know? But other than that, I really enjoyed that. That was really nice. And his voice is so smooth, it just really just like, it's like, oh, caramel almost. It's really, really nice. That was, yeah. If they just got rid of that bit, I'd be so happy with that song. Again, I don't think it's going to go to Eurovision just because I think it's probably too slow. And I feel like a lot of people also just in general would not appreciate that kind of style, especially Eurovision. I think it would be probably tanked like quite a lot of juries as well as like the televote as well. So probably best it doesn't go, but it's nice to have in the selection. So we've got 4 more songs, and the next up is Tanja Banjanin with the song Bolja, which, if I should be right, is meaning I am better, or I am the better one. I think I'm the better one. Again, I'm probably got no clue what's going on, so please tell me if I'm wrong. So yeah, let's just have a little look and see what she's got for us. So this is Tanja. Why is this immediately off the bat just sounding a little bit like a 70s British like TV sitcom opening theme tune? Well, it's quite a deep voice actually. She sings really well though. It's a nice little vibe, you know? This kind of, again, kind of pleasant feel to it. It feels cozy, it feels warm, you know? Like, I can see this in like almost like a romance sort of montage in a film or something like that, you know? Like, they're doing all really silly things, like they're going to the flower shop or they're having a coffee and someone spills the coffee over them and they're just like, ah, ah. I have no fucking clue what the fuck I'm saying. I mean, I will say again, this is not really Eurovision material because it's maybe a little bit too slow, but it is also just quite nice just to have in the selection. So, and something tells me that she's not deliberately trying to go to Eurovision. I think she's using this as an opportunity to promote her music, which fair folks to her. Again, quite jazzy almost, you know, this kind of jamming kind of style. I can see that. That was a very anticlimactic ending, I have to say. But again, I think, like how I said in the thing, it's not really cut out for Eurovision, but I don't think it's trying to go to Eurovision. Even though I know obviously it's in Pesma's Evroviziju, but I don't think it's trying to go to Eurovision. Pleasant is definitely the word for it. I think it's quite nice, but it's definitely not going to make an impact on a stage like Eurovision. I think it would just definitely fall by the wayside. So yeah, nice to have in the selection, but definitely not right for Serbia. So the next song that we're going to be checking out is by the artist Lensy with the song Hvala. And now Hvala, I definitely know means thank you, or thank you, as in like you, not as in plural you or formal you, because that's Hvala vam. I know that. Yeah. So Molly, I think is probably the right way, or nema na čemu. Nema na čemu. Yeah. That's about as much as I know. So yeah, let's have a little look and see what Lensy's got for us. Ooh. I don't really know what to make of this immediately off the bat. Hvala ti moje ljubavi. Thank you, my love. Aha, okay, so we're going into like this kind of mid-tempo, impactful ballad. It's quite nice. I like, yeah. I think it's quite nice. Nice. Overall, I mean, I'm still listening to it, but again, it's pleasant, and you could hear it on a radio, but like, on a Eurovision context, I don't know whether or not this would be a really good song for Serbia. She sings the song really well, and she has a nice little flair in her voice that really, really gives her something like interesting to listen to. I think this chorus needs a bit more, like, again, double timing, like dubba 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 dubba. I talked about it in Dead Spell of Ego and pre-reactions, but yeah, I kind of want a little bit more from this, like, instrumentation. Yeah, yeah, meh. Like, it's okay. It's an okay song, but it's not blowing my socks off either. Do you know what I mean? It's not making me want to download it immediately. Do you know what I mean? And that's a song like that does well at Eurovision. A song that really appeals to me, I will immediately want to like try and find it straight away. And that isn't that for me. It could be a grower. I think there's really good elements within this that really could help take it to another level. And it could do really well with staging, but like song just based off the audio alone, it leaves a lot to be desired. So I'd be more nervous about that, to be honest. So we have 2 songs left, and these 2 are by pretty big names within the Serbian community. I do know them. So I'm intrigued to see what they have for us. So first up is Maja Nikolić, and she's like a huge name, I think, in the Serbian music industry. So I'm intrigued to see what she's got. Žali, srce, moje, which I believe is like forgive my heart or something like that. Or sorry my heart, something like that. Again, she's kind of why is she holding her like her she's holding her like hair up like ugh. Like what is this? Ugh. It's so stupid. But anyway, let's not look at the picture. Let's actually listen to the song. So yeah, why not? This is Žali, srce, moje. Oh, folk again. We have folk. I just like folk. Oh. Or is it more like a turbo folk? I think it could be a little bit more turbo folk. A little bit Chalga-esque. I know that's Bulgaria, but I don't know the naming. I mean, I'm vibing with this. This is a lot. I like it though. It has a distinctive Balkan feel to it. I can definitely see people dancing to this. This is nice. But the mixing sounds a little bit off, I have to say. Like, her vocals are quite present at the front of it, whereas like the instrumentation's quite pulled back. You kind of want to remaster it a little bit just to really give the little bit more of the oomph for these like big hits that they're doing. You know what I mean? So. Like, I want to get up and dance. I want to enjoy this. Hello, there's some strings. This kind of like turbo folk meets like just general Eastern European pop is right up my alley. I like it. Yeah, with a revamp or a little bit of a remastering of this can really have some power to it. I mean, Maja sounds really good as well. Žali. Žali. Ne. Žali ne ne. Anyway, stupid. Yeah, I think that was a really nice song. I think, you know, in this song, in this batch we've listened to, I think it's definitely got the most modern and international appeal. I think a lot of people think, when they think Serbia, they think of turbo folk, and I think this is the one that hits the nail on the head so far the most. Her voice sounds really good. I think she sounds really on point. I just want to remaster it a little bit because, you know, her voice is so present that it's almost coming at the expense of the instrumentation. And, you know, people have gone to a lot of trouble to play all these instruments. You want to hear it, don't you? So, yeah, I think once it's properly like leveled out, I think that would be a really good song to have. So, yeah, really good effort there from Maja. So, well done. And now it's time for the last song in this batch. And this is Turbo Žurka by Mimi Mercedes. And this is the one that I know has gotten quite a lot of hype from people. As far as I know from what I've seen on social media, I might be completely wrong on this. But this one is the one that people are talking about from what I've seen. So I'm open. I'm intrigued to hear what people are talking about in terms of the hype. So let's go in. Let's get into it. Very dramatic opening, but very slow. For a song called Turbo. Never mind! This is the turbo folk. It's kind of rap though. It's quite nice actually. Oh, hello with this trumpet. Oh. Hello. I like this. This is nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I want this a little bit more power now in this, and I want to have a little bit more interesting stuff going on in the instrumentation. With this beat, I want to have a little bit more synth, I want to have a little bit more electronic. You can tell she's got attitude, and that for a song like this, you need attitude, so. This kiss 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 mama is so naff. Oh, where are we going? What's going on? Uh-huh. Come on, give us something more. Build it up. Keep this electronic and bring in the... Yes! Pa bravo! Damn. Wow. That... I mean, from the 10 that I've heard, that's the one that's the most competitive. Straight off the bat. As from what I'm seeing, it's currently like massive on trending in Serbia, so clearly people are enjoying it. And I can see why. It's a really good song. I think there's maybe a little too many instrumental bits, like small instrumental bits. I would kind of want to fill them out a little bit just in terms for keeping people interested, but then also, you know, maybe it's lending itself to very intriguing staging. They might have like a, I don't know, maybe a bit of a horror kind of going on or something like that. I don't know. I hope that that's the case. That could be like the blend between the traditional and the modern, where you've got traditional dancers, but then this rap thing kind of going on. Almost a little bit like Finka. Finka would be a very good like substitute for this, I think. But I can see why people like this. So it's a really good song. And is it? Yeah, I can see why. So these are the songs that are competing in Serbia's Pesma za Evroviziju. Obviously, there's 20 other songs that you've probably watched also by this point. From this batch that I've just checked out here, definitely Turbo Žurka is up there. Sedlar was pretty good there too. Tam was quite nice, and Maja. I think they're the four that I really, really resonated with the most. But again, there's so many other options that are in Serbia that, like, anything could happen. We don't know. We don't know how it's going to go. Um, but I'm sure that's going to be a fantastic show. Usually RTS are very good when it comes to these kinds of stagings of this kind of thing. So let's have a look and see how it's going to go. So tell me, what do you think about my reactions? Are you happy with any of the songs that I listened to? Are you thinking that, oh, he needs to check the song out again? Maybe I've misread something. Please do let me know in the comment section down below. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video, comment, everything. Please just help us, give us a little bit of a bump in the algorithm. It'd be really, really appreciated. And please do continue to follow us on all of our social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, and Tumblr, all at That Euro site. ThatEurovisionsite.com is also where we are going for the news stuff, so please check us out there. Check out our podcast as well on Spotify, up podcasts, wherever the hell you get your podcasts. Please do check it out over there, and also follow us on our social media over there as well at That Euro Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So can't wait to see what Serbia is going to bring us. So yeah, can't wait. Let's have a look. See you later.